Hi, this is Lois Drake, Mr. Jaspal Soni, and Renee Singh, of course. And I'm so blessed to have these two wonderful individuals here who are an essential and special part of the universe because they are bringing to us the message of love, peace, and they will be speaking about some special things because me being a stress management consultant and I would say divine counselor, a spiritual life coach over the years, have always promoted love and the concept of being one with God and the divine force. And over the years, as I've traversed the planet, I have been meeting people. I think I've come across a lot of people who are on the same path, who are helping and facilitating others to reach a level of peace, calm, and love within, so that the whole planet joins together in this huge light of love and joy, which we are created for. So I would like to take, please feel free to tell what it would be like to help the average individual, the person on the street who really doesn't understand the meaning of love and understand the value of it. Because, we understand love at a very basic level. And we all, everybody prays to God as someone outside out there, as this special guy they need to worship, and he's going to come down and pour his blessings on them. And I know that you are teachers who are telling the world that we are a part of that God consciousness, and we need to allow people to understand or facilitate them to understand that they are equally a part of that God who they think is sitting up in the heaven. So please feel free to say just what you want to say.
I like what you said right at the beginning when you mentioned there are two unique individuals in the universe. That is so true with everyone.
Absolutely.
What would the universe do without you and you and you? We would leave a big hole if we weren't there. Why? Because we have God in us.
Absolutely.
So, what do you say, Jaspal?
Thank you, first of all, Renee, and thank you, Lois, for that. That's where I was going to start my answer to.
The words are the same in the universe. She's stolen yours.
Well, we are one because of that.
We have to realize we're all the voice of that God consciousness. Well, so whoever says it, it's coming out from one source.
Thank you. I explain from my personal experience perspective. I was exactly the way you said. I was searching, and I am. God is over there, studying someplace. I used to watch a lot of Bollywood movies. You know how they do that. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, or any deity sitting in heaven, and all those things. And as a child, those things really, make an impact. So I was like that, and then love. Well, love was also the human understanding of love.
Absolutely. You see this beautiful woman and you say, oh, I love her.
So, exactly. So love is really something what I was taught, whatever I was observed, my peers, I was my parents, I was taught in the school, I was culture in everything else. So that was it. As I grew up, I went to America, by the way, when I went to my further studies back in late 60s, and
wow.
As an engineering student.
That's fabulous, because hardly anybody went to America. Was that world everybody looked up to, and who gets there? So you did.
That is very true. It was very few people from India. So anyway, that was the time when I went there. And I went to college. I got my degree as a mechanical engineer. Then I got a job as a civil engineer, environmental engineer they call it. But there was a question in me that I said, why I am here? why God sent everyone, but I was concerned about myself. Why I am here in this world, to do what? Well, I talked to some people at work. Oh, Jaspal, we are here because we have to pay our bills. We have to have a family. We have to take care of that. I said, all that is true, but what is the inner purpose? Right. Jaspal, you are asking too many questions. Just eat, drink, and be merry, and have a weekend coming up. Don't worry about those things. Well, that was not good enough for me. So I kept searching because I want to know why, who am I, why I am here. God sent me. Whoever God is, where is God? Sitting, smiling. So that was the beginning of what the people call it, rude awakening. That's the word commonly people use. The soul is coming to find out who you really are.
So you started walking the path from there.
Exactly. I'm working on that.
Walking on the path of finding yourself.
Path of yourself. Wonderful the way you put it. Path of finding yourself, identifying source of my.
Yeah.
So then
uniqueness. As
exactly. So that's how I started my journey from that point forward.
All right. Wonderful. Absolutely great. What about you? How did you start your journey?
You know, I just was thinking about how do we grow from that worldly love where you go to a movie and you see love and that's what you want in
we
your
all
life,
go
all
through
that drama.
Honestly.
We all go through it.
And the pain of the
The
heartache.
pain and the heartache. Yes, the drama.
Honestly.
And somehow we learn to transfer that to being of service. Yeah, so back to how I found my path. You know, I think I grew up in the West, in the United States, in California, and my family was Christian, but nothing that was so devoted that we were always at church, but just, you know, kind of normal and Sunday school and things like that. And yet I always knew that there was something was missing for me.
Right.
I couldn't quite get enough, and I went to those Sunday school classes, but it just didn't answer all the questions, and it didn't teach us about reincarnation. It didn't teach us about how we really are all meant to be. Me in a Christian background, we're all meant to be like Jesus or like Buddha or Krishna, you know.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't until I was probably a young adult that I started reading more Eastern books, and eventually I too found people who talked more about God is within you, and thinking that God is outside, as he was saying, you know, that's what separates us.
Absolutely. Just like he said, you had your rude awakening.
I had my rude awakening. That's right. And when you have that awakening, it's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Then you want everybody to wake up.
Oh, yeah. I know, and you keep wondering why the heck can't they figure out? You know, I mean, it's all so simple, but it really isn't. I think it has to come from the source, and it has to come from within.
Yes.
And you have to align with the two, and there you are.
Yes.
I am that I am.
I am that I am. It's a process, isn't it?
Exactly. But I think everybody's at a different tier and at a different level of elevation. This is the Earth School. Somebody's in class 1, somebody's in nursery, and somebody's with a PhD. So we are all striving, we're all struggling to get there.
Yes.
And well, it's wonderful to have you here. And in the next bit of conversation, whenever we do it together, we will take it up from here. Is that right, sir?
Thank you so much, Renee. Thank you, the audience viewers. Thank you so much.
Okay, and thank you for being here, and thank you for hearing us. Lots of love. Bye.
Bye.